This kid's 4 years old.
They really just...
Where do you suppose we are?
I will bounce, Ragnar. You're the navigator.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Prez Grits Presents. I'm Prez Grits. I'm here today with Mikey J. What's up, Mikey?
How are you today, Prez? I'm really happy to be with you again to talk about Vikings. We're up to season 2, episode 2. Very exciting.
Season 2, episode 2. We are
Yes.
trucking right along. Pretty soon, we won't even be Vikings anymore. We will no longer be in the Stone Age. Pretty soon, we'll be in modern times. But until then, we will continue the story. Speaking of which, what happened last time?
Well, I think you're right. First of all, I think somebody's going to break out a BlackBerry here soon because that's the speed with which I feel like we're moving. But no,
Somebody's gonna show up with some Starbucks.
yeah, exactly. Where's my latte? No, it's still a bit depressing. We touched on that last episode. We have a family torn apart here. Lagertha has now left with Bjorn. Not sure where. Ragnar kind of let them leave so that he could stay behind with Aslog. Aslog seems getting very comfy in her new environment, as seemingly, potentially, the new, I don't know, whatever, to Ragnar. So that's kind of big news. The Rollo front, season 1 opened with a bang with the brothers fighting.
Yeah.
That kind of fizzled out, as we know. And, they made a loose alliance. Didn't see anything about it last episode, a loose alliance on this idea of all going west.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of eager to see where that's headed. And hopefully, if we can get out of this baby mama drama, maybe we can get into some more, actually fighting and looting of the Western world.
Yeah. One of the things I was thinking about during the edit of the last video was that it almost feels like, and we should probably check and see, or maybe if anybody knows, let us know in the comments if you know. Like, it almost feels like there's like a different writers from season 1 to season 2, and the beginning of season 2. The first episode was the new group of writers wrapping up what the old writers were setting up because they wanted to go in a completely different direction with the story. Because the way the story just completely did an about face, from originally building up to this war between these factions to, you know what, never mind. This is really going to be about, Ragnar and this chick, and the factions are all just going to get along and do their thing together instead. It's such a sharp change. And also just completely getting rid of Lagertha and Bjorn. I mean, just, and bringing in this much more beautiful woman. I don't know. It feels very, very much like there was a change in production team, a change in the writing team, something like that. If you guys know, let us know. That's just how I felt about it. Like while I was doing the edit, because the story is just so different.
Yeah.
Just the direction, just and the fact that the priest was barely in the episode. Maybe we saw him sitting at a table. He didn't get to say anything. The religious factor seems to be less of a thing. So, not really sure, what was going on with that. But that's what struck me about that episode.
Yeah. So. No, I think that's a good call. I think for me, I had forgotten that piece that you said about the priest kind of disappearing from the episode. So you could be right. That whole writing concept could be spot on. Again, it's been such a break of like you said, staying so focused on the home front. Maybe when we get back to actually the pillaging and sailing around, perhaps maybe we start to see how some of that writing has morphed.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we will see, because we are about to check out season 2, episode 2 of Vikings. But before we do, I want to remind everybody that this is not a market substitute. So please dash on over to Amazon and get yourself delivered in front of Vikings. Watch the episode and then come on back and do the reaction with us. And I want to just remind everyone that if you didn't really want to listen to all that stuff we did at the beginning, and maybe you don't even want to watch the reaction, but you want to hear everything we have to say at the end, there will be time codes down in the description that will take you to wherever you want to go. But hey, stay right here, hang out with us, listen to the whole thing, because that's what we're doing over here. So without any further ado, it's time to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment down below, and let's get back to the show.
Uber.
I mean, they just have this new chick just walking around now. Was 9 years later? 4
4
years later?
years?
They really did just...
You called it about the writers.
Let's find out what your brother fit.
They're playing games. This kid's 4 years old.
They really just...
You called it. Different direction. Different direction.
Holy guacamole.
Hey, you man.
Hello, Froggy.
But it's the exact same kid, just younger.
It has taken a long time to build our ships and to replace the young men.
Why would you say that?
We will not have to return so quickly, but stay in their land for a while. We must act together for everyone's sake.
I'm stunned. This is jarring. This is just jarring.
Big time. Big time. Is Ziggy in trouble? Ziggy seemed to get a special warning there.
I don't know what the heck's going on.
I didn't see Rolo. I didn't see what happened to Rolo.
Here he is, probably.
Oh, no, no. He's out getting drunk? Or is he dead? No, he's not dead. Oh, this is not going to be good. Damn, no. That's cold, bro. You have to be kidding me.
Where are you from?
Uppsala.
Oh no, not Uppsala.
My God, this guy can't keep it in his pants.
Okay, but
What are you talking about?
are we supposed to give a shit what she thinks?
About movements in the shield mill.
Oh, are you jealous? Do you know what you did?
Bring me some more food.
Yo.
I have to eat for two.
Ew.
Wait a minute, what?
Ugh,
Another
she's pregnant
kid on the way?
again.
Be careful who you choose to be familiar with.
My goodness.
You are acting very strange.
So are you, and so is this show right now.
Seriously.
You don't know you're flirting with other women and showing them you want to bed them.
Mm-hmm.
You were saying such thing because of your condition.
My condition?
Wrong words.
No, I like it.
I know it especially because I have certain gifts.
Yeah, because you were that girl.
Mm-hmm.
You mean you are a vulva?
Wait, doesn't that mean what I think it means?
And now, I'm going to sleep.
Near and our new son will be born with the image of the serpent in his eye.
Okay, what does that mean?
Image of a serpent in your eye.
The sons of Ragnar Lothbrok.
They will enjoy that much fame.
Oh, are you jealous?
What about Björn?
You ask too many questions. I have said enough.
Bjorn is either marrying into a royal family or sailing around. Oof. Okay.
Or neither. That seer might not have no real powers. I don't know what's
He
going
said he
on.
was talking about Bjorn.
I don't know what's happening. That kind of made me mad, though.
Go and speak with your brother, or stay in hell for all eternity.
Okay.
You will ride a horse, just like this.
Wait, how many sons are there?
I don't know.
So why are you here now?
I am your brother.
You chose to fight against me.
Did he, though? Not really.
You could have killed me.
He didn't even swing at you.
I ask only for the opportunity to regain your respect.
Many people suffered more because of what you did.
I mean, that's true.
Not bad for a shield maiden.
Ah!
Perhaps you will come in useful.
Maybe we can sacrifice you for real this time.
It is one thing to use a weapon, it's another to kill.
My ships are being prepared. I could not wait.
Okay, the accent is better. Donald Lowe worked on it.
But still, it is true. I am not surprised to see you.
Gee. Look, he's like, Lord.
This is not Rollo, the brother who fought against us.
The gods spared his life.
That gold coin.
With Jarl Borg, I cannot bring myself to trust him completely.
Tell him yourself. That's not... Oh, yeah, I guess Ragnar is directly working with him.
They won't even make it out of the fjord.
They are beautiful, King Harry.
I couldn't really tell the difference.
I knew his first wife, Lagatha, and their son, Björn.
What else do you know?
I know his strengths, and I know his weaknesses.
How do I know? You and I can trust each other.
Are they gonna do it?
The greatest warrior. What do you want? Abandon your brother for good? Why would you stay? What can you find? Myself. Yourself?
If you want to find yourself,
Okay.
you're a fool.
Yes, that's true.
Yes.
Oh, he knows.
Someday I hope to be wise.
We all could wish.
Who is this?
This
Who
is
is
Ziggy.
Oh, this is that King and Ziggy, isn't it?
Yeah.
You called that, by the way.
Well, she is the smart one.
Now you be a good boy. And you do what your mother tells you. Farewell, my wife. And you, cigar.
I don't feel it between the two of them. He doesn't love her like he loved Lagertha. I don't feel it.
Lagertha forever.
Yeah.
Team Lagertha forever.
It's a Jennifer Aniston, Angelina Jolie situation.
Yes, that's it. You're right. That is it.
I'm still Team Jennifer.
Of course.
So do you think England's going to be more ready when they come back?
4 years. A lot could change.
And that king was pretty pissed when they left. I mean, it actually does look a little fun.
What is that?
That's the sound of waves hitting rocks.
Uh-oh.
That's not a good thing. Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Seemed
You
dangerous.
asked to see me? Yes. Sit.
Let's not fool one another.
Oh, boy.
Perhaps you wish to return to this status. If so, I don't blame you.
Women should stick together more.
All things would be better.
All right.
Game recognizes game.
Feminist.
Game recognizes game.
This couldn't have gone well.
What I want to know, where are all the ships?
Yeah, seriously.
Only 4. Some of the others may have been scattered.
Does foundered mean crashing on the rocks?
Where do you suppose we are?
I build boats, Ragnar. You're the navigator.
It's New York, everyone. The hills have eyes.
Yeah, no doubt. This is pretty tense, actually. I mean, they had horses before. I'm not impressed yet.
There's fish.
No way.
Oh!
No.
Oh! Oh, that was the sun, too. Okay, this doesn't look good. Or he can chop him with the axe.
Athelstan, get some. Yeah, that's what's up. Shield maidens. Come on. Athelstan. Yeah, let him in, then demolish him. Oh, yeah. The old okey doke.
Huh.
Oh, now they're dead. Behind you, bro.
You know, okay.
I like it.
Okay.
I don't know. I think they lost some people, though.
Yeah,
This is going to dwindle their numbers.
yeah.
But Athelstan, man, he's stepped up.
You did not hesitate today.
Straight up.
What's that?
That's what the kids get. The boys get.
Take it.
He's a real warrior. It's a big honor.
This is West Seaxa.
Wessex.
West Sayaxa.
Gazer.
What have you heard about King Egbert? That he's just like you?
So a badass.
An explorer. Maybe he's sailing to find the Viking lands.
Or a philanderer.
Or all the above, yeah. Oh, here he is. Or is... Wait, who's this?
No. Is this the king, Egbert?
Or is that
Who is?
the king that got punched in the face
Is
just
that
with
Jarl?
a trim goatee?
No, it's King Egbert.
But the Northmen have come ashore in Wessex.
Your thoughts?
Oh, boy. Well, I'm starting from the back, moving forward, moving in, backwards direction. That was a pretty good battle. I actually enjoyed the battle. I mean, I feel like the mainland people had a good plan in general. They definitely caught them off guard. Caught the Vikings off guard. The Vikings should have died. Somehow was still poorly executed though.
Yeah.
But you know what though, in this one though, I felt a little bit. It felt a little bit less ridiculous because they
More
weren't
even
running in.
matched, right?
Hmm?
Even matched.
Yeah,
More even matched. Yeah.
yeah. It seemed a little bit more like, well, the shield thing was very effective at keeping most of them alive in the first place. You know, they
Yeah.
got to it very quickly. So then when the other warriors had to come in, you know, and fight him, and then they opened it up, so they all piled into one side, but then they turned around and
Yeah.
surrounded him.
Yeah.
Like, okay, okay, maybe,
Yeah.
yeah, you know. But my question though then is, are all the archers that were being archers, were they also the warriors with? Because usually you're either an archer or you
Yeah.
have a sword and shield. Like, what happened to the archers? Like, why were they still not supporting?
Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe they ran out of arrows. I don't know. I don't know.
And why did you only have that many? Like,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
you know, especially you know, I don't know. Like, so I wasn't as this one that battle didn't seem as over the top ridiculous to me. So,
Yeah.
but then again, I guess in some parts I'm a little bit, you know, I'm used to. Obviously, they can't just all kill him, anyways. Like, you
Yeah.
know, because then what else would the show be? Like, you can't just kill them all. So
Yeah.
they did have to win.
Yeah. There's a lot going on because, they don't know where they are. They don't even know who they're fighting. We don't really know that much about. In fact, I'm curious to learn more about Wessex and King Egbert, and
Yeah,
maybe somebody can educate us on what's going on there. But this whole idea of it's 4 years. Think about it. It's time 4 years later. So the image of Ragnar is out there, right? So people know more about him. But also they got blown off course. We don't know geography. We don't know where Wessex is.
I guess it's
Um,
near Essex, but I don't know where that is either. So
Essex and
that
Wessex,
that
right?
doesn't really help me.
So I don't know. It's anyway. So yeah, you're right. The way it ended was interesting, and now we got a new character, King Egbert, to learn about
A new player,
more
yeah.
about there. But my thing is, early on this in the episode. So there's talk of Bjorn and Lagertha, but it's 4 years later. We don't know where they are. There's going
They
to be
time warped on us between
yeah,
episode 1 and 2. That's
yeah,
really weird.
yeah,
That's really weird. Like
yeah,
time warping between seasons is one thing,
yeah,
but between episode 1 and 2, time warping like that,
yeah.
like literally, yeah, I do feel like my whole prediction might have been a thing about the story and all that.
Well, the seer, the whole thing with the seer confirming that his sons, not just the sons with what's her face,
Aslog?
Aslog, yeah, not just those sons, but the son, Bjorn, that they're going to be right, marry a queen or marry a princess, or into a royal family, and the other one was sailing around the world. So I mean, that's pretty big foreshadowing, I think.
I think Bjorn's going to
so.
be the sailing around the world one.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and then back at home, you've got Rolo. Well, first of all, they turned on Jarl Borg, which just seems like that's not going to end well because there's clearly some bad blood still between Horik and Borg, right? You mentioned, oh, I'm still paying you profits, right, on that land.
Right.
So they don't, and he kicked him off the expedition. And Rolo, it seemed like an opportunity for Rolo to rejoin up with Borg, right? And he punched him in the face. So that was interesting too.
Well, I think that as far as the other Jarl Borg is concerned,
Yeah.
the fact that he's receiving these payments, I don't really recall that being part of the deal. I mean, they were literally at war. So there was no deal for payments. Like the deal was, instead of being at war with each other, let's just go get this other place. So technically speaking, I feel like he is getting something.
Yeah.
Like, cause when did that deal happen?
Yeah. Well, famously, it was negotiated in haste. Famously, as you and I detailed on a prior episode, it was hastily. It was formed over the battlefield over dead bodies. It's like, yeah, okay, we'll sail west with you. I mean, we're kind of having to.
But how did, because the thing though, the deal because that was the deal that the king originally tried to make, was like, I'll pay you X amount for this. That's all you get.
Yes, that's true.
And that deal was rejected. That's why they went to war.
Yes.
So when did that deal come back into
Well,
play?
that's
Because
what
the deal was supposed to be that they just all raid together.
that's what I'm saying. You know,
So
we can't. Yeah.
So if your Borg is getting something, like if they went back to that deal, there really isn't a reason for him to go with them anyways. Like, and I would have pointed that out. I would have been like, well, you have this deal though, okay?
Right.
Because that was the original deal. You're taking this deal. We're gonna go do our thing. You're still getting something out of this. So
Yeah.
we just can't have you with us directly.
Either.
And for him to try to go to Rolo then and return Rolo was just.
Yeah.
I'm like, who's writing this right now?
well, let me throw out an alternate to you though. I mean, the rebirth of Rolo. I think he made a comment at one point. I forget what he said, but basically, he's being his own person. He said, I know I'm a fool, but I hope to be wise.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, little self-awareness. We all like self-awareness, a little bit of self-awareness for our characters. So who knows? Maybe this is a great turnaround for Rolo. Maybe this is where Rolo, becomes his own man, and again, the famous line, "Stepped out of your shadow, and there was no sunlight." Maybe he finds his sunlight here somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, no, I don't. I doubt it.
I'm cheering for Rolo. I love redemption stories. I'm cheering for Rolo.
Just highly, highly, highly doubt it. But maybe.
let me throw something else at you. What do you make of Ragnar? I mean, they're kind of labeling him a little bit of a philanderer, right? Because he's making. So is that just a natural character trait, or are they trying to turn him into a bit of a bad guy?
I don't know, but you're not wrong. Like, they're really. And that's the thing. That's why it feels like different writing, because the characters are acting very out of character to what we have seen so far in season 1. Yeah. They're not acting like they were acting at all. Like, they're doing, like, Rolo included. Like, nobody's acting right. And so yeah, I mean, it does feel like they're trying to make him seem different, but I don't know how to really like quantify it. Like I said at the beginning of this episode, watching the change was very jarring. Like, seeing them do the time jump was very jarring. Like, having them just kind of throw away, everything they were working on before is very jarring. So and on top of everything, so now we've got this Wessex guy, right? So what about the other king? So is he gone too? Do they really just forget this whole thing? We're gonna go in this other direction completely?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll just have to see. I'm not gonna equivocate too much about it, because we'll see. And
yeah.
And perhaps they're building us into something better. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like maybe it's the whole show, but I felt like it's especially in this episode. The idea of these uneasy alliances, right? We saw also with Siggy and Aslog, right? That there's a bit of uneasy alliances taking shape, right?
That was almost the best part, actually.
Yeah.
Because you know what, Siggy is like that. She's the only one who's still in character. So so that was that part was my favorite part, because it was two serpent-like, intelligent, lovely women recognizing each other's, she's like, let's not play no games, okay? Right. I know that I know that but let's not be enemies about it.
but in the meantime, yes, you're right, that's true. But in the meantime, don't forget, Ziggy's also hooking up with King Hork, so she's covering all her bases here.
Yeah, she's playing the game.
She's playing the game.
She's playing
Game of Thrones. You're right. And Aslog called it. She's like, maybe you imagine yourself reclaiming this.
She's saying that. She was like,
you called it. You called it, girl.
Yep. Because game recognizes games. Like, she's like, I know you know that. I know that you know.
Yeah. Never mind this feminist BS. Where I know what you want.
I see you. Yeah. So, and I wonder, because the king, does he have a wife? Because so his son just got shot with an arrow, right?
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
But we haven't seen his wife yet, have we? I forget.
We don't know of King Hork's. No, we don't.
Yeah, I don't. They never had a banquet or anything where she was there or
No,
nothing.
no.
I don't know. So
No, it's a good setup. I like that we're wherever Wessex is. I'm eager to learn about King Egbert. I think this could get interesting. They described him as being a lot like Ragnar. You know, you and I have probably our own opinions about what that means. Is he an explorer? Is he a philanderer? Is he a double crosser? Like, which one? Which Ragnar are we getting here? I'm really
which
curious to find
Ragnar
out.
are you referring to? Which version? Because we can't keep him straight. Who is he? Does he love his kids deeply? He does seem to love his kids, I guess.
He also seems like he hangs his hat on the idea of being a strategist, right? I
Yeah.
mean, the whole idea of first of all getting to the West, but also once we get there, what do we do? But you know what? They didn't exactly. This was a bit of a change, right? This whole let's just wander up this river
Yeah.
and set up shop. Much different from the last time they came, which they waited on the shore, right?
Yeah.
And they said, "What are we doing?" Well, we're waiting to see what they do.
Yeah.
Did he lose his game there somehow? What happened in 4 years?
Who is this man? Who is this man?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who is he? We do not. He's unrecognizable. He
No,
even
I'm
talks
with
a little bit different. He's a clone. He got body snatched.
Yeah. Episode 3. Ready for episode 3?
Episode 3. All right. Well, that's about all I got. Got anything else?
Nope. All good.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.